Hello everyone, today I'm going to do a video tutorial for one of my favorite technology tools to use inside the classroom. This is going to be on Socrative. So the first thing you need to do is go ahead and type Socrative into your Google browser. Once you do that, it should be the first item that comes up, so we're going to click on that. I have already created a teacher account, so I'm just going to go ahead and log in. If you have not created a teacher account, then you can definitely get an account for free, which is one of the best things about Socrative. So I'm going to go ahead and log in to my account. Okay, so I've already logged in, and what you see here is my room name. So I have created a Socrative page for both of my two classes. I teach Chemistry Honors and Earth Science Honors. So I have one account for Chemistry Honors, one account for Earth Science. Now, the only thing that is a little iffy about Socrative is that you cannot house two classes in the same room, because this is going to act as your specific classroom of that course. So if you want to have two different rooms set up, or just two rooms set up in general, then you have to have two different accounts. So you will have to log in with one email for one and then another email for the other, which can be easy or simple depending on who you are, how many emails you have, or how many passwords you have floating around in your head. But it was pretty simple for me. So I have my account here that I'm going to talk to you about, which is for my Chemistry Honors class. So in my Chemistry Honors class, this is what we call our dashboard. My room name is Kim HN. So when the students go to log in to take a quiz, they will join the room by typing in this name, and then they will type in their name as well, so I know who is responding to the questions. So I'm going to walk you through a few things first, and then we'll go ahead and get started. So again, I said this is our dashboard. In our dashboard, you have 4 tabs: a start quiz button, quick question, exit tickets, and a space race. Your space race will be more like your review games, where you can actually upload a quiz or create a quiz to use as a review. Then you have your exit ticket button, which is exactly what it says. Those exit tickets, or you can use it as a warm-up or bell ringer. The same for your quick questions, bell ringers, exit tickets, warm-ups. And then you also have your start a quiz button. So in order to start a quiz, we're going to go ahead and do that first. You will press this button, and you already see some of the quizzes that I have created. But if you want to start a quiz that you have previously set up, you will just click on one of those quizzes, and it gives you the option of what you allow your students to actually be able to do. So you can disable student names where you're not able to see the students' names, randomize the question order, which is what I use pretty often, especially when I have the students working on this in class, where they cannot look at somebody else's computer and get the answers, because the questions and the answers are randomized order. Disable student feedback, where if you have presented feedback onto the quiz, you can either allow them to see why they got something wrong or not allow them. And then disable student results. This is mainly just for you, so that they can see what their results are and you can see what their results are as well. Once you press start, then it comes up with your class total. As the students are joining the class, you will see their names come up in this column. And then as they move through the quiz, their answers will pop up, and it will either be red for wrong or green for correct. Once you're finished, you go press the finish button, and then it gives you the option of how you would like to see your results. You can either get your reports right away, view them in the charts, or just go back to the dashboard. And once you go back to the dashboard, they're saved on the computer as well. All right, so let's go ahead, and I'm going to show you how to set up a quiz for this wonderful tool, Socrative. So we are going to manage quizzes. Manage quizzes is where you will go to either create a quiz, import a quiz, look at any of the quizzes that you have already presented, or to look at any of the results or reports. Importing a quiz is a little trickier, because you will actually have to either choose your Excel file, meaning you have to put your quiz into Excel spreadsheet form, or you can do import a quiz from another Socrative account, where you will just come up and type in the Socrative number, which you'll see when we get to creating our own quiz. So we're going to go back to manage a quiz, create a quiz. We will type our name of the quiz that we want to have. So I'm just going to title this Predicting Products. And I have three options: multiple choice, true or false, or short answer. Multiple choice is generally A, B, C, or D, or you can add an E option if you like. True or false is going to be your true or false questions. And then short answer is where the students will actually have to give a response. The short answer questions are kind of the trickier ones to grade, because if you type in a specific answer, for example, if we were doing something as predicting products, what would be the product of Cl2 reacting with Na, what your products would be 2NaCl when it's a balanced equation, the students will have to type in exactly what that answer would be, 2NaCl. If they change it depending upon the amount of spaces or capitalizations, they can have the correct answer, but it will mark it wrong because it's not written exactly the way you typed it in to be scored. So that one's going to be a little trickier. So let's just go ahead and look at our multiple choice. So our first question, I'm going to go ahead and do another one like what I just mentioned. So if chlorine reacts with sodium, we'll make this chlorine gas. I'm a chemistry teacher, so I tend to be a little specific. If chlorine gas reacts with sodium, what will the products be? Question mark. Now we can go through and choose our answers. We'll say the first one is going to be sodium chloride. Just making up answers here. And hydrogen, and we'll just say oxygen. Once you type in your answers, you then can go over to the right side and decide which question you want to be, or what answer you want to be to the correct answer. So we're going to click on sodium chloride for the correct answer. Now you can either give an explanation as to why that is correct, and this is what I mean by providing feedback for the students, or you can just move on and go to another question. If you want to add another question, you can just press it down here and it'll pop up. So once you have completed that, you'll press save. Delete this one because I don't want that one. We're going to go ahead and press save, and then I'm going to show you how it's going to look once we finish. Also, I mentioned earlier about importing a quiz from another Socrative account. This would be the Socrative number to choose from, SOC-21302625, and it's always right here. This button will just enable that. So this just means that nobody will be able to copy that quiz if you give that code number out, which is awesome because this is something that me and my team teacher use all the time. If I create a quiz on Socrative or she creates a quiz on Socrative, since we teach the same classes, then if she does the quiz one day or I do the quiz the next day, we both have the ability to share the quizzes within each other and, you know, can minimize the amount of work that we do for this one class. So we're going to press save. Now our quiz is saved. We'll go back to start a quiz. And this tab here where it says live results, as soon as you start a quiz, this tab will begin to blink. And when it blinks, that means you have a quiz in session at that time. So we're going to go ahead and click on predicting products, and you have your choices of how you want your quiz to be set up. You can also allow the students to navigate through the quiz themselves, or you can have a teacher-paced quiz where everyone is on the same question at the same time and they cannot move on until you click the question over. But I'm going to go ahead and put it on student-paced immediate feedback, which is generally your normal way of having the students take the quiz. So we'll press start, and again it's going to show up the same way. The students' names are going to pop up here, and then you're going to have their answer choice here, green if it's correct, and R or red if it's wrong. So I hope this was very helpful for you It's helpful for me. I absolutely love this tool. And if you have any questions, they do have a help button, or you can just talk to me about it, email me, or comment on my YouTube channel, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. But this tool is absolutely amazing. I use it at least twice every week with my chemistry students. They love it because they get to use their phones, they get to use the laptop, and it kind of changes the atmosphere, so we're just not looking at pen and paper all day. So I hope you enjoyed it. Try it out. I'm sure you'll love it just like I do. Talk to you soon.